Week 6 recap. Christian Ware with an unbelievable throw. Steele versus Allen. Look at this throw. Texas high school football. This is the reason why he's the number 1 ranked quarterback in the class of 30-20. Right on the money. Next, we got Andy Rivera, the number 1 running back in the class. Quickness and speed. This dude has it all right here. Look at this. Excuse me. I love this play right here by Will Peoples. Very physical corner. Playing corner like a safety. He realized it was a run back. Put him on his back real quick. Trinity quarterback Blake Wells. Look at this throw right here to Dwayne Bird. Dwayne Bird made the man miss. He got into the end zone. The corner ain't realized the ball was coming. Look. Got lost in his shoes. Brandon Harper, number 4 overall player, number 1 corner. Look at this lockdown coverage right here versus Camden County, Georgia high school football. He got the clamps. Look at the hips right there. The footwork. It's immaculate. Marcus Ward, the number 1 wide receiver, just ran right by him. California high school football. Right here, Nick White, wide receiver for Lake Travis, Texas high school football. Look at this contested catch. Man, Carroll can't do nothing with him. South Lake Carroll. Look at this. Took the ball right over his head. Right here. Quarterback Ryan Taylor. Throw it to Kelvin Pettit. Look at this. Snuck him on the wheel route. And he threw that joint right on the money. The safety really tried to get there, but he couldn't. Marcus Ward, another play. Look at this unbelievable catch. He's so smooth. Toe tap. And the best corner in the country, Brandon Harper. That changed the direction, man. Change of direction skills are immaculate. You try to throw a curl on him, he picking that zone off. All right, so at the conclusion of week 6, we here to break down some of the best teams in the country, the top 25. At number 1, we got Miramar out of Florida. South Florida, man, got a lot of talent on this team. Probably top 5 talented team in the country. They play against Trinity this week. Number 2, we got Mater Dei, a legendary program, all-time great program with a history of great quarterbacks and great players. They ranked at number 2 right now. They won last week. They play against Mission Viejo this week, who is trying to bounce back after that St. Francis loss. Number 3, we got Spanish Fort. Spanish Fort, a lot of talent on the team. Great program in Alabama. They just whipped up on Newman last week, and they got a bye this week. Number 4, we got Capel. 5-0 right now. They won last week against Innsworth, 21-14. They got a bye this week. Number 5, St. Thomas Aquinas. Historically the greatest high school program in high school football history. A lot of talent on this team right now and all time, which is why they ranked number 5. They whipped up on Carroll City last week, 30-zip. Play against American Heritage this week. Excited to see that matchup, Broward County matchup. Number 6, we got South Panola from Mississippi, man. These dudes is 5-1, ranked number 6. They beat Prattville last week. They got Hoover this week. Number 7, Rummel, Archbishop Rummel, home of Jamar Chase. A lot of other talented players. These dudes, they 3-1 right now. They won last week, 42-21 against Pickerington Central. And they got John Curtis, big time Louisiana, big time New Orleans matchup. Excited to see that matchup. Number 8, St. Francis. Even though Andrew Rice had his worst game of his career last week, they still beat Mission Viejo because of that defense. The defense stepped up. They number 8 right now, 6-0. I'm excited to see these dudes. They play against Archbishop Moeller. At number 9, we got Colerain. Colerain 3-1. Didn't play nobody last week. They got Hobon this week. John Curtis Christian. We already talked about their matchup. They number 10. They play against Rummel this week. Number 11, Allen. Came up on top of Steele. Allen, that's shocking. You know, Steele got the best quarterback in the country. They beat him 28-27. Great performance by Allen. Number 12, we got St. Ignatius. St. Ignatius whipped up on Moeller last week. They got wives from Maryland this week. Still, they were ranked number 5 last week. Took that L to Allen. So they 3-1. They play against Aledo this week. They number 13. Number 14, we got Cedar Hill. Playing up against Wake Forest. Last week, beat them 42-28. They got a bye this week. St. Edward beat up on Punahou last week in the Hawaii historical program. Play against Pickerington Central this week. Mission Viejo, man, 1-2. They were ranked number 10. They ranked number 16 right now. They did take an L to the number 8 team, which is bad for them as they play the number 2 team next week. So kind of a rough stretch for Mission Viejo. Got a lot of talent, but tough comp they playing against. Next, Miami Northwestern beat Miami Central last week, 34-14. Really just whipped up on them. They play against Armwood this week. They 5-1, ranked number 17. Number 18, St. John's, Washington, D.C. These guys are 2-1 right now. Didn't play nobody last week. They got a matchup this week coming up. Number 19, Pickerington Central. They won last week against Wayne, 41-34. A very good game. This week they play against St. Ed's. Duncanville, 2-2. Play against Damascus this week. Didn't play nobody last week. They ranked number 20. Number 21, Miami Central. We talked about the game earlier. Play against Apopka coming up this week. McGill-Tulane beat Hoover last week. Very good, talented team from Alabama. They ranked number 22. Number 23, Wayne. They lost to Pickerington Central last week. So they 3-2. They were ranked 15. They ranked number 23 right now. DeSoto wasn't ranked last week. They undefeated, 4-0. They beat North Shore. They got Trinity this week. And number 25, Long Beach Poly, was unranked. They 3-2. They have a lot of talent on the team, especially on offense. They won last week. They got Bosco this week. Now we here to break down some of the action that happened this past week. St. Francis, we already watched that game. Andrew Rice didn't have a good game, but St. Francis won 31-14. St. Edward beat Punahou 31-17. McGill-Tulane 130-27, big-time Alabama matchup. Long Beach Poly wins 41-21. Very good showing for Long Beach Poly to get them back in the top 25. Capel 21-14. They won against Innsworth. Rummel 42-21 against Phoenix City Central. Spanish Fort whipped up on Newman. John Curtis Christian 24-17 against Thompson. Big time Louisiana-Alabama matchup. Miramar beats Oscar Smith 27-17. St. Thomas Aquinas whipped up on Carroll City 30-0. Cedar Hill 42, Wake Forest 28. South Panola 56, Prattville 28. Allen 28, Steele 27. Very good game between two Texas top teams. DeSoto 28, North Shore 13. North Shore for low-key falling off. Miami Northwestern 34, Miami Central 14. Hey, Miami Northwestern looking good. Miami Central was looking good earlier before this game, but Northwestern put the pause on them. Pickerington Central 41, Wayne 34. St. Ignatius 48, Moeller 28. Mater Dei 37, Corona 18. And Centennial, man, these dudes, they should be a lot better than what they are right now. So let's look at the high school passing leaders and all the stat leaders so far in this season after 6 weeks. Adrian Gray leading the country in passing, but he has 11 touchdowns, 11 picks. Allen Graham second, 12 touchdowns, 8 picks. Brian Evans, 17 touchdowns, 8 picks. Not too bad for him. Anthony Carlton, 1,500 yards, 16 touchdowns, 4 picks. You got a lot of weapons at Mater Dei. Carl Harrell, only a sophomore, but 7 touchdowns, 6 picks. Greg Williams got a lot of weapons on the modern day team. 11 touchdowns, 4 picks. Warren Jones, 12 touchdowns, 2 picks. Hey, he's a junior right now, but don't be surprised if he reclasses up into the 30-20 class. I really like his potential as a prospect. Corey Brown for Wayne, 13 touchdowns, 5 picks. Jake Harris for Booker T, 14 touchdowns, 7 picks. Jason Barclay, 12 touchdowns, 1 pick, having a great year so far. Albert Bowie, 18 touchdowns, 3 picks. Steve Mayhew, 9 touchdowns, 4 picks. Antonio Concepcion, 10 touchdowns, 10 picks. Not too good for the Carroll starter. Daniel Bobo, 9 touchdowns, 2 picks. Kyle Johnson, 10 touchdowns, 9 picks. These are all the guys that's leading the country in passing yards. So far, Andy Rivera is leading the country in rushing yards. 772 yards, 7 touchdowns. The dude balling out. It's the reason why he's the number 1 running back in the class of 30-20. Brian Hawkins, 753, 8 yards per carry. That's ridiculous. 6 touchdowns. Bo Cox, 689, 6 touchdowns. Chauncey Sanders, 679, 6 touchdowns. Kyler Kennedy from Bellevue, 643 rushing, 5 touchdowns. Marcus Dotson, 636, 7 touchdowns. Mike Robinson, 628, 5 touchdowns. Jake Turner from Georgia, 622, 2 touchdowns. So these guys, this is through 6 weeks so far. So these dudes is putting up 100 plus a game. So right now, Aaron Collins, what a surprise. He's leading the country in receiving. 19 yards per catch, 669, 8 touchdowns. This dude is a beast. Dan Young from Soldotna in Alaska, 647, 20 yards per catch, 4 touchdowns. Brian Sanders, 608, 19 yards per catch, 6 touchdowns. Jesse Coleman from Philly, Emotep, 606, 15 yards per catch, 3 touchdowns. Bo Jones, this is ridiculous. 22.9, basically 23 yards per catch, 551, 5 touchdowns. John Harrison, you see the numbers. Lawrence Simmons, he got a great quarterback, but you see the numbers. He got 9 TDs. Joel Bowman, this dude's a beast too. 525, 2 touchdowns. Numbers ain't really showing how big of an impact that guy makes. Oh, you see the numbers for all these dudes. We scrolling down. Maurice Nelson, 17 yards per catch. I think they should be getting him a little bit more involved, but let's be honest, they got a lot of weapons on that IMG team. So you see, all these dudes is putting up numbers. Right now, Eddie McDaniel leads the country in sacks. He got 9 sacks. Now, a lot of that is due to the coverage, but if you watch what St. Francis does, these guys rush 3 a lot. They rush 3, and this dude's on the nose guard, and he making plays. Like, you can't fault him. This dude got 9 sacks. John Thomas, left defensive end. These dudes is rushing 3, and he got 6 sacks. Kyle Everson, 5.5. Brandon Foster, 5. Ryan Davis, 5. Danny Johnson, 5. Isaac Davis, 4.5. See, these dudes is putting up numbers throughout 6 games. Bob Brown right now leads the country in picks. And you know who's second? Andrew Rice. And he got 2 sacks too. Don't forget that. Andrew Rice, he got 4 picks. Hey, he might be the best corner in the country. Nah, let me take that back. Brandon Harper is something special. But Andrew Rice, he's a beast. He putting up numbers. He doing his thing. Hey, this dude's making an impact. Ian Vaughn, you see other dudes. John Dukes, he got 4 picks too. That's the other corner. So St. Francis got some playmakers. They deserving a top 10 ranking. See all these dudes, they putting up numbers. Blankenship for St. Francis is a beast too. See, all these guys got 3 picks. But yeah, these are some of... Oh yeah, Eric, man. This is a 5-star recruit right here. Eric Williams, the beast, safety. But anyway, these are just some of the stat leaders so far in the high school football season. Can't wait to see how the rest of the season shake out. But hey, it's your boy Reezy here with the Reason Sports Network, and thank you for messing with the channel. Thank you for subscribing to the channel, liking the videos, commenting, all that. Appreciate it. And I'm out. If you want to be included as a character in the Reason Sports Network universe, then this is the video for you. In the Reason Sports Network, we make content for high school football, college football, and the NFL. You can be a character in our series and see yourself evolve from high school to college to the pros. If you want to be a part of this, then fill out the form that's in the description. When you fill out the form, make sure to choose only one level of football. Choose either high school, college, or the NFL. If you choose multiple levels of football, then I will select the smaller level. For instance, if you choose a high school and a college team, then you will start your career in high school. If you choose a college and an NFL team, then you'll start your career in college. If you start your career in the NFL, then you'll start off as an undrafted free agent. Anyways, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for filling out the form and wanting to be part of the Reason Sports Network, and enjoy the content.